So, Eric, welcome to this virtual podcast with Riverbed today. Your name is Eric Ferrari. For those ones not knowing you, can you maybe introduce quickly yourself, who you are, and what's your role at Riverbed these days?
Absolutely. Yes, my name is Eric Ferrari, and I work at Riverbed for 4 years now. I started my career as a service sales specialist for Riverbed. Then I moved on to managing the pre-sales team for Switzerland, and I moved recently to the regional director position, being in charge of Riverbed Switzerland.
Great, thank you for the introduction. Well, let's straight away move to some questions. First of all, can you tell us a bit of Riverbed's strategy this year, even though it's more or less over, but still a challenging year, I would say, for all of us?
Absolutely. So what we have noticed in the overall context of a customer, this global pandemic and crisis has drastically accelerated some of digital transformation for a customer, accelerating investment in AI, IoT, and overall digital transformation, depending on which business you are in. And what we have noticed is that all these key and strategic investment for the customer to make them uh, continue to operate smoothly rely or are built on, I would say, large digital technologies, and the IT supporting this function has become more and more complex. And Riverbed has built its portfolio around that, namely in four key pillars, which are one, optimization, application acceleration, SD-WAN, and monitoring. And these key pillars of Riverbed portfolio help the customer in coping and managing with this complex environment they're in today.
Thank you. Picking up what you just said, challenging pandemic year, which makes businesses are challenged with more and more remote workers or workers working from anywhere. Can you tell us a bit more specific what the challenges there are from your point of view?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think most of companies, they have in mind the safety and health of their employee first, but they're still being challenged with the ability to keep operating the business almost as usual. And today, if most of your workforce typically works from home, you still need to address the challenges of latency and providing your end user with absolutely spot on performance on your key application, because these applications drive your business. And our portfolio has become increasingly relevant in this situation where you have people working from anywhere virtually, fighting for decent connection with proper latency, and almost, from time to time also fighting for bandwidth at home with the kids watching streaming videos, and somebody else from your home fighting for the same bandwidth. And you still have to deliver the work you're supposed to do for your company to remain operational. So the portfolio of Riverbed and the strategy is becoming even more relevant these days in these challenging years to solve this specific kind of problem, and also to bring visibility to the company who has its employee working anywhere, accessing traditional data center, accessing the cloud. You need to understand what is going on. You need to prevent problem, and you still need to troubleshoot with the same capacity you had when everybody was working from the office.
Yes, agree on that. You just mentioned also from my perspective or for the user perspective in general, I would say application performance. You just mentioned it is one of the key, one of key that application works, and one of your pillars as well. Can you maybe dig a little bit more into detail in your application performance tool you
Yeah,
have?
absolutely. So we focus mainly on network performance management, the NPM portfolio, and the portfolio has been designed to provide customer with the information they need in any situation, providing um, I would say monitoring capabilities for all application or on all network for any device. And especially these days, I think our customer needs to be extra diligent with monitoring and security, because the workforce is scattered at many locations. And I would say with every connection, it's potentially a point for security and performance questions. So the Riverbed portfolio provides a unified NPM visibility solution that span across the network for cloud or on-prem. And because at Riverbed, we collect and record and store and analyze all data for every application, it gives the organization the control and insight they need to optimize the capacity, optimize the bandwidth, to understand what is going on, to avoid or preempt problems, and to diagnose and fix them when they arise. And this is where we play an important part in our customer ability to remain in control of the infrastructure in these challenging times, to make sure that there is a lot at stake in the end. Make sure that the revenue keep flowing, the business continues to happen, the customer keep being satisfied from that regard. So our NPM and visibility component of the portfolio is absolutely key in driving this.
Thank you for elaborating on your still central part of your portfolio. Of course, one of your pillars is as well the SDWAN piece. Can you tell us from your perspective why companies should consider next generation infrastructure with SD-WAN?
Absolutely. It for me, it's all linked to the cloud strategy. That has proved to be a key driver for SD-WAN. Because organization, they want to create modern network. They want to manage them centrally. They want to define this software layer when they can make abstraction of the connectivity and to provide the company with unified fabric, even if they have a hybrid model or they are transitioning to cloud or they are having still on-prem data center. Really, we see SD-WAN as an enabler for the agility for this company to provide the connectivity between all these key components: home office, still an office, a data center somewhere, SaaS provider at somewhere else, hybrid cloud, multi-cloud. And this is where you need a technology such as SD-WAN to actually provide that unified overlay fabric, easy to manage, fast to change, and easy to adapt with the ever-growing demand and changing demand for bandwidth and capacity. So this is why it's important for us to have also this at the portfolio.
Right, agree. Thank you for that. Riverbed is not sold directly from Riverbed, but through a channel. Can you give us a bit insights on Riverbed's channel strategy overall?
Sure. I mean, Riverbed historically was driving more than 90% of the business through the channel. And we keep investing in the channel and we keep developing different programs. What we have noticed is that our customer, they want to consume the technology in different ways. It could be a managed service, it could be a resale. And this is why it's important to have the right channel for the right customer, matching the way they want to consume. So we are really not driving the alignment to the strategy of performance and visibility, making sure we enable the right partner for the right customer. So we put emphasis also on developing the partner through new enablement program, through new training and certification on all 4 pillars of the portfolio. And that will provide the capacity to meet customer demand, to stay relevant and to adapt to these changing and challenging times and environment. As the program evolves also on our side, we want to make sure we stay relevant for the channel because their customer is actually moving quite fast. So we keep investing in the RISE program, and don't be surprised if you see more and more change to actually drive more innovation for our customers.
Yeah, this is a great way how your program works. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Looking forward to more to come.
Absolutely, it'll be my pleasure to update you with anything that is new in Switzerland.
Well, Eric, we're already coming to the end. This was it, short but very interesting updates and the insights you gave from your side.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you very much at this stage again for taking time for this podcast, and see you soon, hopefully in live again.
Yes, absolutely. We can resume traveling and see people in the flesh. Absolutely. Thanks, Gianluca, for having me.
Thank you.
It was a great pleasure.
It was a pleasure having you. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Eric.
Bye-bye.